Hello everyone, it's Mike Lazar here, and welcome back to the Singing Technique series. Now, if you haven't watched my last two episodes where I cover breathing and posture, I highly recommend you watch them, as it will set up your foundation for singing. Now, in this episode, instead of talking about how to sing, we're going to focus on getting to know our own voices. Now, the most important thing you should know about your own voice is your vocal range. Now, vocal range is the total amount of notes you can sing. For example, if I can sing from a C2 to a C4, that is a 2-octave range. Most people have a range between 1 and 2 octaves. Some people have ranges of 3 octaves. Some people have ranges of less than an octave. But what's important is that you know what your range is, so you can, 1, find appropriate pieces of music for you to sing, and 2, be comfortable with picking out notes in your range so you can do warm-ups based on them. Now, in order to find your vocal range, you're going to need one crucial piece of equipment: a piano. Now, your piano could be a real one or it could be an app on your phone. All that matters is that you find one that works for you. Now, once you have found the piano, we're going to do something that I'm going to call a baseline reading. We're going to find a note that you can sing comfortably, any note. So, this note is a C. You can tell because when there's two black keys here, it's this one, right? So I'm going to pick this note. Ma. Now, I can sing a note comfortably. Now I'm going to do an exercise that will help me find how low my range is. So try this. Ma, me, mi, ma, mu. Let's try it. So, ma, me, mi, ma, mu. Let's go down a half step. Ma, me, mi, ma, mu. One more. Ma, me, mi, ma, mu. Alright, so what you want to do now is keep continuing chromatically until you get to the bottom of the range. Ma, me, mi, ma, mu. Let's continue. Ma, me, mi, ma, mu. So, honestly, for me, that's a pretty low note. It's this, E flat, right? Pretty decent low note. Now, once you have found your lowest note, we can continue to find our highest note. Now that we have established our low range, let's establish our higher range. So, first things first, you want to pick a note a little higher than your bass note. For me, my bass note was a C. I'm going to go up to I feel daring, I'm going to start at an A. If you want, the best thing you can do is actually just start up a half step higher than your bass note. But for me, I'm going to start up higher because I know how high I can sing. So, I'm going to tell you the same exercise that we did before. So we do, let's then play it out for you. Ma, me, me, ma, mu. Right? So let's continue that and go up chromatically. Let's begin. Ma, me, me, ma, mu. Another one. Sorry. Ma, me, me, ma, mu. Another one. Ma, me, me, ma, mu. Ma, me, me, ma, mu. Now it's starting to get up there. Let's try another one. Ma, me, me, ma, mu. That was a A. Let's see if we can hit a B flat today. Ma, me, me, ma, mu. Right, so you can see that this is like the upper limits of my range, If I keep going higher, my voice is going to crack and I might injure myself. So I don't want to do that today. So now that we know our range, let's calculate it. A high B flat to a low E flat. So let's count. So we have 1 octave, 2 octave, 2.5 octave. That is a very, very good range, and you can sing any song you want with that range. Now, what you might find is that your range might be 1 octave, it might be 1.5 octave. But whatever you find out, you have to know what notes they are. For example, if I know I can hit a low A, but I can also hit a high G, and I know that this is my range, I have to pick pieces that fit in this range. I can't just sing Nessun Dorma, a high tenor piece with a bass voice, nor can I sing a very, very low bass piece with a tenor voice. It's important that you make this distinction. So once you have found your range, one of the easiest exercises you can do to maintain and even extend your range is the exercise I taught you before, the Ma, Me, Mi, Ma, Mo. It's a very simple exercise, but it is very effective in expanding your range. Now, one thing I do want to caution you on is you do not want to go too high past your range or too low past your range overnight. You want to do it slowly and gradually. If I notice that I can only hit a high C, but after practicing for a month, I can now hit a high E or F comfortably, that is good. But the day after, I don't want to try hitting a B flat from there or a B from there. What I want to do is slowly by slowly, gradually progress to sing higher. You don't want to do it overnight. We learned how to find our range, the low note and the high note. We then learned how to calculate our range with octaves. And then we learned an exercise to expand our range. And we also learned not to push our range, not to go too high or too low. That is all we learned today. Hope you found the video helpful. If you did, I would greatly appreciate if you liked and subscribed. Other than that, I'll see you on the next one and have a great day.